I was quite popular in my area. Like me and Chip, Chip, we used to like spit in the youth club. Me and him were like known for the best MCs in North for a period of time. But he excelled.
Yeah, he's done all right. Hasn't he?
Yeah, he's done really well.
Do you know what's interesting about this is this sort of epitomises you as I know you now. Is that you're 100 miles an hour and you're dipping your toes into so many different things. It's like we're only like 10 minutes into the pod and you're telling me about your childhood. You did a bit of PE teaching, a bit of coaching, a bit of MCing, a bit of DJing.
It's crazy.
I know you loved your wrestling as well. Have you always had that mind where you're sort of jack of all trades sort of thing, and you can't focus on one thing? You have to have loads of things. I think, is that fair to say?
Yeah, there's no way I can have one thing and just be like, yeah, I like this. I needed to like a lot of things.
Yeah,
wrestling. You know, every Friday night, I think it was between 10 and 12. That was my thing. Yeah, I had to watch Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Raw
is War. SmackDown on Saturday mornings.
Backlash, all of that.
But Sunday nights, I had to watch WrestleMania and all these things. I had to. That was like, you know, religious to me.
Yeah.
And then obviously DJing, MCing during the day. So there was loads of things, but I had to, because I look at my daughter now, and she needs to be stimulated with so many different things.
Right.
People call it ADHD. I just call it creative. Yeah. You know what I mean? You, like, it's just creative mind, like bang, 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 everything fast.
Do you ever chill? Do you ever have moments where you just completely chill and switch off from that, or are you always like?
Never. I try to. I try to now. Like now, I try and turn my phone off for a day and chill, but my mind is always just like
ticking.
Yeah, like I get ideas all the time.
Yeah. So at that stage in your life, then, when your job is a PE teacher, but you're doing a bit of DJ and a bit of football coaching, did you have a plan in place as to what? Did you think you were just going to be doing PE teaching for the rest of your life, dabbling in a bit of coaching, a bit of DJing, or did you always want to be a DJ? Did you always want to get into football? What was your sort of mindset and your goals then?
So I had no plans till about 21 years old. At 21, I decided that I wanted to be a PE teacher.
Yeah.
I wanted to run my own PE teaching company, and I wanted to be a football coach in non-league football or you know, even championship. I wanted to go higher with that as well.
Yeah.
But even though that was my goal, I also wanted to be a big DJ. And I also wanted to be the best MC in the country. That's the thing.
So you want to be playing Premier League football.
I want to be coaching.
Spitting bars at the top level, having a #1 single.
The brain was just like showing me that you could do all these things. Did you believe
you could achieve any of that at the time?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. I believed I could be the best at every single one of those things.
Wow.
That's one thing I believed.
What was the most realistic of all of those goals, do you think?
See, the thing is, like, I can't say,
because I've seen you play football on Sky Sports. So maybe DJing, yeah?
All right, no, yeah. Being a footballer was the
hardest.
Was the hardest, right? Because when you put, I mean, Joe Cole went to my school. And,
What a player.
Yeah. There you go.
He's a proper streets won't forget player, isn't he?
Joe Cole was the talk of Islington and Camden.
Mate, I played in a charity game with him recently. He scored against SE Don, scored an absolute
the lob.
worldie. Unbelievable.
That lob, that was standard. That was standard things he used to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's when I realised, okay, football's not for me.
Yeah.
But being an MC, I think if I put my mind to it, remember, I joined the crew with Tiny Temper. And I'll never forget this. I don't think I've ever said this before. I was in a crew called Aftershock. I was MCing. Me, Tiny Temper, Bruiser, Crucial, Royal. The list goes on. Names are going out my head. But anyway, and I remember I rang Tiny Temper because we was on a radio station. I think it was on BBC One Extra, which was a big deal at the time. And I rang Tiny Temper and I said, Tiny, he's like, who's this? I said, it's Specs. I said, bro, where's the studio? Because we're coming now. He's like, Specs, I can't believe you're ringing me. You're one of the best MCs ever. And I was like, what?
Tiny Temper said that to you?
On my kids. And I was thinking to myself, why is he? And he wasn't big at this time, by this time. But I was like the main guy because I was very cheap. I wasn't an MC that used to do what everyone used to do, where everyone used to rap about guns, knives, whatever. I used to rap about like funny stories about my missus at the time, or how you're dressed, or how you look. It was all jokes. Yeah, that's why I was so unique.
Yeah.
And then he took off.
Yeah.
He went. Tiny Temper became a star.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, he said that to me before he became a star. So I knew I could have been a top MC. Even now, I think if I put my mind to it, I think I could rap as good as.
So you think you could get to the level as an MC as Tiny Temper?
I think if I decided to MC now or rap now, I think I can be on the levels of the Stormzy's and all them lot. I believe that now. If I put my head to it.
Are you going to put your head to it? Is that a goal you want to achieve?
No, right now, no, not now. Now is
You think you can get to Stormzy's level?
100% now.
100%?
Yeah. I believe that. I'm not like, I make funny tunes now and then. But
I love that confidence, by the way.
Yeah, that's from one thing I know.
Yeah.
I honestly, I'll say this. I think 90% of MCs or top MCs now, let's say Central C, has definitely seen Specs spit back in the day. 100%.
Do you think a lot of them have taken inspiration from you then, in a way? Like with time?
Slightly.
Yeah.
I think H and RD have.
Yeah.
They've told me they've seen me spit.
H has said that, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
why don't, if you're having all these people bigging you up, because I'll be honest, mate, I've seen loads of your content. I haven't seen a lot of you in this field. I've seen your comedy, your football.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of you from rapping back in the day or spitting bars.
Yeah.
Why don't you give it a go? What's preventing you from doing that?
other things. Like
Other work
again,
stuff,
yeah. Other like I wake up one day I want to be MC. Next day I want to be an actor.
Yeah.
Next day I want to start a podcast with Angry Ginge. Next day I want to bring out my own glasses.
Yeah.
Next day I want to bring out t-shirts. Like, it keeps changing. It keeps changing because the thing is, it's like, it's one of them ones where it's like the world is your oyster, innit? So it's like, what do you really want to do? Specs, I don't know. But my mind, I've got idea. Like my mind tells me I can do any of these things and succeed.
You said you got a microphone in front of you now. The floor is yours. If you want to spit some bars, put you on the spot of it, mate.
Not right now, but yeah,
mate. I definitely want to pursue that.
Yeah,
I
man.
definitely want to see that.
Yeah, I'll make tunes here and there. When I came out of the Cyber House, which we'll talk about later,
Yeah.
I was gonna make a song.
Well, yeah.
I was gonna make a song. I was writing lines on my notes. I was like, gonna make a song about everyone in the house, and then
You should do.
got distracted.
Yeah.
So this is just how my mind works.
So when was your first break then in terms of content creation? Because we know you now as a content creator, influencer. What was the first sort of video or moment that catapulted you into this field?
So, I'd say when I was PE teaching, so from 21 to 30 years old,
Yeah.
I'd say every other week, people are saying to me, you need to be on TV. Because my
Really?
personality was always there.
Yeah.
So whether I was DJing, whether I was PT, whatever I was doing, people will come to me and say, Specs, you should be on TV. You're so funny.
I can believe that.
But I never ever cared about that. Never ever took that seriously. Never ever thought about it.
Yeah.
And I'd say my later years of PE teaching, I'm in my 30s now. I'm an experienced PE teacher, running my own business with my friends, Martin Lovejoy and Stephen Brennan, big them up. And I do a video, right? Just a normal video for the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
So I throw a basketball.
Yeah, I know. I've seen this.
Yeah, try and score it because the hoops behind me hits the ceiling, breaks my glasses. Put it in a group. I turn my phone off. I teach, do the lessons. I do my after-school clubs. I go and coach in the evening. I go home. Let me turn my phone on, see what's going on in the WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group's going crazy. I'm getting messages everywhere.
Yeah.
This video's in America. What the hell's going on? And then I get messages from my friends at the time who were doing social media, Poet and Vuj. They're like, Specs, you need to set up a Instagram account. And I'm like, what?
So they were doing comments below at the time.
They were doing
Copper
Copper 90. They were, you know what I mean? I was like, nah, what are you talking about? Then I get an email from Nickelodeon saying we want this video. I'm like, what? So I'm sharing my powers. They're like, what? We're thinking in the email.
They wanted to feature it effectively.
Of course.
Yeah.
But we're thinking that they're going to give me £1 million for this video.
Be nice.
They give me $1.
For the use.
So we're looking at the email. It says $1.
Yeah.
We're thinking it's $1 million. So we accept it like, yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to be a millionaire off this video.
One video.
Yeah. They post a video, whatever, cool. I get $1. And we're having a laugh about it.
Yeah.
And then that's when I start doing Filthy Fellas. And people are like, this is the funniest guy ever.